Back at it again, back at it again, back at it again. Yankees universe, nice. Shout out to the New York Yankees. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stats, Sneakers, and Styles. I'm your guy, M Easy. My guy, Drippy D, is in the building. Drippy, what up?
Drippy D is in the building. Thank you very much. Love that introduction. I'm chilling, man. I'm just having a great time here. I'm a Yankee fan. I feel special today. We're going for win number 100. Gerrit Cole broke the strikeout record for the Yankees franchise. And the biggest one of them all, Aaron Judge got number 62. Only guy to ever do it since Roger Maris is 61. And the only guy to ever do it without using steroids. So I give him the real home run king. He is the home run king. Salute to you, Aaron Judge. Nothing but respect, man. Thank you. Thank you. As a Yankee fan, I'm grateful to have you on my team. Please, guys, Cashman, give him that check, please.
Oh, that's gonna be a huge check, my G, because he bet on himself. They didn't want to give him a contract. They lowballed him. He said, all right, no doubt. He went out and set the home run record. And you have to pay that man stupid bread. Shout to Aaron Judge. Shout to Aaron Judge. How was your weekend? They haven't seen you. How's everything?
Oh, great. I went to AC with my wife. We had an adults weekend. We had a great time. That was about it. We just caught up with ourselves. We felt young again, and we came back with the family, back to family life again.
Dope. It was a rainy weekend around these parts. Just hung out.
How was your weekend?
I didn't do much. It was raining most of the weekend over here, so was just hanging out with the wife. Put my cabinets up in my kitchen, like house stuff, husband stuff. You know what I mean? Just keep it busy. But these games, though, last week was little exciting. There were some games that went down to the wire. We had a couple overtime games. It was a good week of football last week. Drippy, what was your final record? You went what, 10-6?
Yeah, I was 10-6 this week. Unfortunately, the Rams let me down. It should have been 11-5.
I went 11-5. But our man Chris didn't give us his games this week, so he's going to be falling behind in the overall record. So as we move on to the overall records, Drippy is in the lead at 39-25. I'm a close second, a game behind at 38-25, and Chris, because he didn't give his picks in, is at 31-17. It's going to be hard for Chris to catch up. He did give his picks for this week, so let's see where Chris falls when we do our picks. Any games that you really want to talk about from last week?
Yes, I do. Let's talk about the G-Men, baby.
The Giants. They beat the Bears. That was a close game. Daniel Jones got hurt, had to come back in because the backup got a concussion. How as a Giants fan, what are your thoughts on Daniel Jones and his progression with Coach Dable?
He looks great. He's rushing the ball. I mean, the guy he's dual threat. He's rushing, he's throwing with no receivers at that. Like, these receivers are trash, my brother. You got, everybody's hurt. Kadarius Toney's hurt. Everybody's hurt. And then Galladay sucks.
Galladay trash.
The rookie we picked up is hurt.
But
he's supposed to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So he's supposed to be our number one when he gets healthy out here from the grapevine. And then they got the guy you picked up in your fantasy team.
Reggie.
Whatever his name is, he sucks.
Yeah, he fumbled right away.
1 week on.
I hate guys that do good as the second or third option, and then once they become that number one option, they shit the bed. It's like, damn.
Yeah, because he don't have the talent. He can't separate from those number one guys that are guarding them. They're good when the other guys, when Shepard was there, getting the number one guy on him, and then you had, the second guy got on you. Now when the top guy's on you, that's what happened to Schuster when he was in Pittsburgh. He sucked the year after.
Let me interrupt you right there. The Rams have a number one in Cooper Kupp. Allen Robinson was the number one in Chicago. I argued with you all summer long about that Mooney dude. I told you he wasn't it without Allen Robinson. And you can see Mooney is not a number one. He can't get separation. But I want to go back to the Rams, who have a number one in Cooper Kupp, but only throw to Cooper Kupp. What's going on with the Rams? They lost to the Niners, and Cooper Kupp is the only person getting.
It makes sense because Robinson is really not known to create separation. He's like Kenny Galladay. He's a guy that wins jump balls. He's a possession receiver. He's not a guy who could cut you on. He's not a route runner. He's just not a route runner. He goes deep, gets those long balls. Cooper Kupp is the best route runner in the NFL.
Absolutely.
Him, Tyreek Hill, certain guys that are just good in route running, And I mean, Cooper Kupp is the total package. Like, his route running is bar none. Like he goes fakes this way. The guys are lost. They're lost. They can't guard him.
Nothing you can do with
it. Creates a lot of separation.
I agree. That was a surprise to me. I picked the Rams to win that one, and the Niners won. I was wild boy crazy. We can't go on without talking about Tua Tagovailoa and the way he looked wild crazy after getting hit again that Thursday night. He was first injured Monday night, and I don't know if they're saying he lied or the doctors were incompetent because they let him back in the game that Sunday. And then on Thursday, the first time he gets a real pop, a good shot to the head, they call it fencing, where his fingers went all crazy and numb on the screen. It was crazy. What are your thoughts on Tua? Because they said he's not going to play this week. What are your thoughts on that?
He's done for the year. It's going to be called the Miami Tuas. Not going to be the Miami Dolphins no more.
He's got to screw them.
They're going to have a big tuna or Tua sign there, the Miami Tuas. Because somebody's getting sued here. It was I'm not a doctor, and I knew the guy had a concussion. Come on, man. I don't care about these sad excuses. You telling me when you watched that, you knew he had a concussion. He walked up wobbling. He landed on his head. You saw it. He banged his head on the floor. Back of his head.
So let me ask you a question. If Tua lied about him having a concussion, all that sewer talk is out the window because he lied.
No, it's not. He don't know what he's doing. That's why there's professionals there. He don't know we don't even know what day it is, bro.
So it's not on him that he lied.
No.
It's on the doctors that allow him to
never let him out there. They agreed to let him out there. You can't go out there. If the coach tells you you're benched, guess what? You're benched. All right. So that's it. Coach told him, no, you ain't going out. You ain't going to get tested for concussion. Then he wouldn't have one out. But they said he don't have a concussion. Who the hell is he to know if he has a concussion? He don't know. He ain't a professional. He plays football. He knows how to throw the ball. He don't know how to tell if he has a concussion or not.
But he can tell you if his back is hurting or his neck is hurting or whatever bullshit injury they tried to put on.
Get a concussion. It's a brain injury. You expect him to be coherent? Really?
I don't know. I don't think I've had a concussion. I played football. I blacked out a couple times.
You're the stars. You're ditzy. You don't know what the hell you're saying.
But I'm pretty sure you don't know. You can differentiate between your back hurting or something else hurting if you had a concussion. I don't know. This is going to be a story for a long time to come. I don't know if he's going to be gone for the year, but he's not going to play for the next couple of weeks.
And who cares if he lied? I mean, how stupid can you be? You know I knew he had a concussion. I'm watching from TV and I knew.
But again, if the doctors looked you in the face, son, are you good? Can you go back in? And he's looking coherent.
Oh, look what he just did. He stumbled. I've never seen nobody do that. You bring him back out there? Really? That guy that just did that?
My question to those guys that let Tua go back out there is, if that was your son, would you allow him to go back on that field?
Hell no.
So like you said, somebody's going to pay for that. Whether they pay out with lawsuit money or with their job, somebody's going to pay for that. I agree with you on that one. And the last game I want to go over this week, Bills-Ravens. It was a close one, down to the wire. Lamar Jackson had him up against the ropes, and then Buffalo pulled it out at the end. What are your thoughts on that one, D?
Jackson and the Ravens were up 14-0 in the beginning. They let it slip out of their hands. The Buffalo Bills showed their championship caliber, resiliency, and they rose to the occasion. I had the Bills. I knew this was going to happen. I didn't think the Ravens were going to bring it to them that early. I was nervous. I was like, wow. But I got to admit, I got to give you this. Lamar Jackson is a star, and he's an MVP caliber player. I know I've said it already last episode. We all know I gave him my apologies already. And, yeah, man, the guy's a stud. He's a stud. They're both studs. I think they're literally the two best fantasy quarterbacks in football this year, right? If I'm saying correct.
Close. Listen, just like Aaron Judge bet on himself, Lamar Jackson bet on himself, and they're gonna have to come up off that bread this season.
Oh, for sure.
They're gonna have to. They have no choice. He's forcing them to.
His backup played very well last year, though. I don't know, man. If they're gonna give him that money, but he's worth it though. I don't know if they're gonna do it because his backup was putting up numbers just like him when he was out last year.
Nah, he's still Lamar Jackson, bro.
He
He's
got a
still
good
Lamar Jackson.
backup though.
Yeah, I still think you got to give Lamar Jackson that bread. He's doing great. All right, enough of last week. Let's keep it moving. We've got this week to get to. Week 5 in the NFL, I believe we're at, right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay, we're gonna start off with the Broncos and Colts. There, this week's Thursday night game. It's in Denver. What's the line? D, talk to me.
Broncos and Colts. Let me pull it up over here. On screen over here. So we got the Broncos and Colts. So why does it look like that? All right, I see it. They're giving the Colts 3 points here. So the Broncos are favored by 3. And they're playing in Mile High Stadium.
I think I'm gonna have to pick the Broncos with this one. Russell Wilson's a little banged up, but he's gonna play. I think this is one of those games they gotta win. You can't lose to the Colts. The Colts have been looking like trash all year long, and their top running back, Taylor, is he gonna play? We don't even know if he's gonna play or not.
Banged up. He's banged up. Fantasy owners out there. Fantasy alert.
So I'm going with the Broncos to win this one. What do you think, D?
I'm going to go with the Broncos too. Matt Ryan is hot trash. They lost their running back. Their defense is suspect. They look good at the end of the game, but I don't see it. I don't see what's going on here. I don't feel it, see it, nothing. The Denver Broncos, I saw it at last game. I saw some of the chemistry starting to come. The guys were just dropping the ball, fam. That running back, I know the first guy got hurt.
Yeah, the backup guy, Boone or something like that.
And the other guy, and then the other guy got hurt. Came in. Melvin Gordon came in, and then he got hurt. Then they bring in Boone.
And then he's wide open and dropped.
And he dropped the game. He lost the game by himself. He dropped all those balls by himself. And they had a chance to win. I'm sorry, Russell. This one is not on you. It's on your bum running back, Boone. I hope they don't even let this guy start. He can't start. He's not built for this. He ain't built for this. He ain't built for this.
So
I was pissed off watching him drop the ball. I feel bad for Russ. Everybody's on Russ's ass, and he finally does a good performance, and all these guys did was drop every ball. Wide open.
It seems like that team's got a case of the drops and the fumbles, and Russ is going to have to deal with that for a long time. His coach sucks. I feel bad for Russ. He left a bad situation. It looks like this one's even worse. But you said you got the
give me Denver. I'm taking
Colts
Denver. That guy Boone ain't dropping the ball like that again. If they're gonna give him a second chance, let's step it up, boy. Let's go. Come on, boy. Let's get it.
Okay, and Chris also picked the Broncos. So that means it's a clean sweep. Everybody's picking the Broncos. All right, next game.
This is my game, baby. Let's go.
Packers, Giants, in Lambeau Field. Both teams are 3-1. The Packers are coming off I don't want to say an impressive win because they barely beat a Bucks team that was very, very injured. And the Giants are coming off a loss, which they could have won. But let's see. Let's go to our resident Giants homer here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What do we got?
I appreciate that. Well, the way I see it is the Green Bay Packers ain't playing at home. Why do they have an 8-point? Why are they 8-point favorites on us? I mean,
the Packers are at home.
No, they're playing in London.
Oh, in London. Oh, I'm sorry.
They're playing in Tottenham. I can't pronounce this. All right, they can help me try to pronounce the stadium.
But the Packers are the home team in London.
Hotspur Stadium. So they're playing at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm trying to do it with England accent. Can you try to talk like that? I know I can't. But hey, they're playing in Tottenham Stadium. All right,
yeah,
so
it's in London.
Yeah, and you know, London is like New York. It's like the New York of that side of the world. So
I've never been.
We're home, man. Green Bay ain't used to the big city and the lights and the fog. Come on, man. We'll give it to New York. Keep your damn 8-point spread, Vegas. Shove it where you know where you can shove it at.
I'm gonna have to go with Drippy on this one. Aaron Rodgers has not looked impressive at all this season. His receivers have not looked impressive. Dobbs, I'm rooting for you, bro, but you can't be dropping those type of balls. He put it right in your hands in the end zone. You got to catch that. You got to catch it. Green Bay's defense is keeping them in games. Their running backs are still pounding away, so it's going to be a close game. But
I'm a Giants fan. It's going to be tough because we don't know if Daniel Jones is going to be healthy. He was out there as a decoy, bro. We know we need him to run. That was the best thing. I mean, that he was doing better with his legs than he was with his arm, for God's sakes.
And I believe, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think if Daniel Jones is healthy, the Giants have a chance. But whether he's healthy or not, and what's the backup's name? The black guy? Shoot.
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. If Taylor is there, I think the Giants are still formidable. Because you could tell the Giants' offensive coordinator or offensive group was very creative when Daniel Jones went down. You saw Saquon and Breida in the backfield with the Wildcat when they had nothing to do. So hats off to the Giants' offensive coordinators for that. And I'm
What's up with our receivers, fam? What's going on with that? It's like a carousel. I mean, what's going on?
Odell Beckham was in town to come see Shepard, and people would think, "Oh my God, are the Giants going to get OBJ?" Odell Beckham wants no parts of the Giants.
I think so. And yo, you crazy? And then Landon Collins back too. We hear that?
I mean, listen, he deserves to be in New York. I would love to see OBJ back in New York.
Come on, baby. Why not?
After he won the Super Bowl with the Rams, he's not toiling with the Giants.
We need him now. We need him to come back. Super Bowl ring. Come back to the Giants. Oh, baby, you know this is where you from. This has always been a star here. He had the best time of his career in New York. Let's bring it back.
That's a fact. Hey, listen, OBJ, if you want to come back, feel free. We need you. Definitely do. But I'm going with the Giants in this one. Let's see what I got. Chris is picking. Chris has the Packers over the Giants.
That's a good pick. I mean,
I can't be mad at that. I just don't think that's going to happen. All right, moving along. Bills versus Steelers at Orchard Park in Buffalo. Ooh. Steelers bench. I think Colin Cowherd coined the phrase "mediocre Mitch." Yeah, Mitch Trubisky is now on the bench, and they're starting the rookie. What's his name? Pitts, I believe his name is. So they've got a new quarterback, and whenever the new quarterback comes in, they've got some new energy, some new spunk.
Even worse.
More excited. No, I like him better than Trubisky. Trubisky sucks. Trubisky sucks.
That interception on the first drive, I said, "Oh God."
Trubisky sucks. But I don't think the Steelers have a chance in hell against the Bills.
I mean, I don't think Vegas thinks they have a chance.
What's the line on that one?
They're favored by 14 points. This is literally one of the biggest spreads I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think it's going to be that close.
I think the Bills are going to smoke them, bro. I mean, give me the Bills. This is a no-brainer for me. I didn't even have to go into depth with this pick.
That's an easy one. All right, moving right along. Chargers, Browns in Cleveland. What's the line, D?
Chargers, Browns in Cleveland. The dog pound. Love the dog pound, boy. And the spread on this is Cleveland is favored by 3.
Wow. Cleveland's favored by 3 over the Chargers. That's incredible. If you're a betting man, take the Chargers. Because the Chargers are not losing this game, and they're going to win by more than 3. Herbert's there. They still got Eckler. They still got Mike Williams over there. I believe the Chargers take this one. If you're a betting man, take the Chargers in this one easily.
Hey, man, look, if you're a betting man, I would stay away from this game. Because first one, they're playing in Cleveland right now. Herbert's a little banged up. This defensive rush is sick. He don't play good under pressure right now. He played a little better last week because he had a little time. But when they don't give this guy time, it's going to be hard for him, man. I mean, he's struggling. He's going to give it Eckler, but this defense is going to stop the Eckler stuff. They ain't going to let him dump it off to Eckler. That way he can just get rid of it. I'm telling you right now, this game is going to be close just the way Vegas thinks it's going to be. I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to give it to the Chargers. But I see why they got the Browns favored.
I think the Browns saving grace is their running game. And
they're gonna smash mouth.
And the Chargers front 7 is dope. Bosa, Khalil Mack, those linebackers. I don't think it's going to be a problem for the Chargers to take this victory.
Khalil Mack's not good against the run. He's only good against the pass rush. But Bosa's out there, I guess. The Chargers defense is not even that good.
I see because they're banged up, but I believe they got an elite defense.
They have a lot of big names, but then they haven't been putting it to the stat board.
Mm-hmm. All right. Our guy Chris is also going with the Chargers over the Browns. Just a clean sweep on that one. All right. Moving along, Vikings versus the Bears in Minnesota.
Ooh,
Drippy, what's the line?
Matchup here. Everybody loves the Vikings versus the Bears. This is like
it's a divisional game.
Exactly. So that's always good right there. Let me pull it up here. Let me look. Where's the Vikings and Bears at? For some reason I can't pull it up. Is it one of the early games? Oh, that's why. All right, it's early. All right.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock.
Okay. It's Minnesota is favored by 7. And they're playing in US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Yeah. Who you got?
Come on, man. The Bears are horrible. I mean, it's a divisional match, though. It's going to be a good, tight game. I don't think it's going to be by 7 the way Vegas got it. So if I'm a betting man, I will go take the Bears. But since we don't do spreads here, give me Minnesota, baby. Mini all day, baby.
Well, then Chris also is going with the Vikings over the Bears, and I'm also going to take the Vikings over the Bears. The Bears, one of the bottom 3 teams in the league, I believe. Justin Fields is not looking good, but I think it's because he has no time to run on it, and I think that's kind of like the pattern with bad teams. Their quarterbacks don't have time to run. You see it happen with the bad teams, and the Bears are a bad team. They have nobody that can get open. It's not looking like it's going to be a good season for the Bears. So I'm taking the Vikings in this one as well. Okay, moving right along. Lions versus the Pats.
The Lions.
The Lions are one of the most exciting teams to watch.
Oh man,
they're fucking excited,
man, right?
DJ Hawkinson, those 2 running backs. Even Goff is doing some stuff. So I like what they're doing over there in Detroit. But the game is in New England, and we all know Bill Belichick is a defensive guru. Drippy, what's the
Bill Belichick talk already? I'm not impressed.
What's the line on this game?
Patriots suck this year.
What's the line?
The line on this is the Patriots are the underdogs by 3, and they're playing in New England, Gillette Stadium.
I'm taking the Lions in this one. Who you got?
Give me the Lions, man. Give me the Lions, boy, because like you said, they're very exciting, young. I love St. Brown. Please have a speedy recovery, sir. I think I might need you. I think I might be making a trade for Cooper Kupp. So I think I need you to come back and step up for me. And I like you guys. I like Hawkinson. I like their young core, man. And you know what's crazy? They look like the Rams when the quarterback was in the Rams.
Goff?
6 years ago, 5 years ago. When Cooper Kupp just got there, and they had what's the guy's name? He's on the Tennessee now. He's on Tennessee.
Robert Woods.
Woods. They had Woods and Kupp. And all those little guys slanted and crossing everywhere. All the trick plays. That's how Detroit's looking right now.
Listen.
And they had Todd Gurley. And now they got Swift. So I mean.
Detroit is a
like he's reinvented himself to the Rams, Jared Goff, that everybody had up there in the top 10 quarterback.
And he's not having a bad year himself. Shout out to Jared Goff, but I think that's a clean sweep. We're all picking the Lions over the Pats. Bill Belichick is not having a good year at all. All right, moving right along. Saints versus the Seahawks in New Orleans in the Big Easy.
Woo! The Big Easy.
What's the line?
The Saints are favored by 5.5 points.
Wow. This is my upset special of the week. I'm picking the Seahawks. I think Geno Smith is balling right now. I think Rashad Penny's balling right now. I think their offensive line is playing out of their minds right now, and their defense is playing strong. I'm taking the Seahawks in a nail biter to beat the Saints. I think with Jameis Winston not knowing if he's going to play, if he's out or not. I don't believe. I forget the name of the quarterback of the guy they had in, and I don't think the Saints have a shot to beat the Seahawks. Taking the Seahawks in this one. Go ahead, Drippy. What you got?
Seahawks are looking good right now, man. Pete Carroll showing it was him and not Russell Wilson right now.
Geno Smith is out playing Russ.
He's winning that war. Everybody was like, "Oh, Seattle's done," all this stuff, and they're actually looking better than Denver.
Yep.
And they're looking like they're winning this deal, hands down.
Not even close.
Hands down. They got draft picks, everything. Wow. I mean, is Kamara gonna come back? I don't know. That really means a lot. And they need Winston back too. But I'm gonna go with Seattle. Give me the 12th man. Seattle, baby.
Chris is picking the Saints to win this one. Finally getting some differences here. All right. We got the Jets versus the Dolphins in Jersey at MetLife.
Jersey, baby. Woo!
Listen, that Zach Wilson kid came back and looked pretty good in that game. The Jets beat the Steelers in a close one. The Dolphins are going to be without Tua, as we stated earlier. Teddy Bridgewater, I believe, will be starting for them this week. And I'm gonna let you go first. Who you got? Dolphins, Jets.
The spread on this game is they're giving the Jets 3 points. They're the underdogs. Jets look good. They looking good. They bring Breece Hall came out.
Breece might be the rookie of the year.
Everybody came out to play.
Conklin.
Everybody came out to play. The defense came out to play. They look good. They look good. The coach has got them heading in the right direction. I got to give them kudos for that. Miami just took that to a hit. Just a lot of controversy. They're playing in New Jersey. Give me the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets. It's only right. Let's go. Zach Wilson, baby. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Zach.
The Zach attack is back. You know what? My firstborn son is named Zachariah. I'm gonna go with the Jets because of the quarterback named Zach. You know, I'm partial to stupid things like that. So I'm going with the Jets. I think the Tua thing is really gonna affect the Dolphins a lot. I think there's gonna be a lot of questions. They're not gonna be.
There's gonna be a lot of finger pointing and blaming going on.
So I think the Dolphins are still in that whirlwind Tua thing. So they're gonna lose another one. Jets in this one. Oh, Chris also picks the Jets. So all three of us are going Jets on this one. Another clean sweep. Moving right along. Bucks, Falcons. Tom Brady's got a lot on his mind. Wife is leaving him. They're getting lawyers to divvy up all the properties and monies and all that stuff.
Oh,
I told you that's probably why he was looking so thin in the early in the season. Because he probably wasn't eating right. His wife wasn't cooking for him. He's probably eating like frozen dinners and shit like that. Damn, Tom. I don't feel sorry for you, not a bit. I as a man, I want to like level with you. I can't. I'm a Giants fan. I will never, ever be on your side. But you're placing the Falcons, and I don't think the Falcons have a chance of hell. Mariota is not it. They've got weapons, but they need a quarterback. They need an offensive line. I think they're trying to tank. But I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks on this one. As much as I don't like Brady.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Tom Brady don't care about all this hoopla. He probably wanted to break up with this girl already a long time ago. He's a superstar. These guys don't get engulfed in this, man. I feel like Tom Brady's gonna come out hard this week. Give me the Tampa Bay Bucks.
What's the line on this
game? He looked pretty good last week, so give me the Tampa Bay Bucks.
What's the line on this game?
They got the Bucks are favored by 8.5.
Yeah, it's not even close. We all picked the Bucks, so did Chris. All right, moving along. Titans, Commanders. Titans look good on a 2-game winning streak. Derrick Henry's back to his old way. Commanders are going the opposite direction. Carson Wentz looks terrible. I've got scary Terry McLaurin on my fantasy, and it's just like up and down. It's terrible.
He's the third option. He didn't even get the ball until the fourth quarter, until they're down by 15.
Wentz is killing me. What's the line on this game? I know the Commanders are home. What's the line though, D?
The line is Washington Commanders are the underdogs by 2.5 points. And they're playing in FedEx Field.
I'm gonna pick the Titans on this one. I think, like I said, my guy Derrick Henry's back to his old ways, so I think he's gonna run all over this Commanders defense. And the Commanders look like they're about to start tanking any minute now. Any minute now. Carson Wentz is gonna hit the bench soon. I told you guys, was it last week or the week before? Tyler Heineke's gonna get some time this year. He's gonna get some time. Carson Wentz not gonna go the whole season as a starter playing like this. I'm sorry, D. I got the Titans. Who you going with?
I like the Titans, but I think this game is going to be very close. Titans suck too. Titans don't got nothing going. All they got is one man out there, and everybody's got their eye on him. Everybody's looking to hit him hard. There's like a celebration when you hit this guy. I mean, he is one of the best running backs in the game, but it's hard to do things when you're the only person on the team that's a superstar. So everybody else on the team is mediocre at best. I mean, second best player on that team is Robert Woods. Oh, I mean, they got no weapons. They needed to add a weapon to help this guy Henry out. Put a nice receiver out there, a superstar to give him something to work with. They're keying in on this poor guy. They put an 8 in the box, and he's still performing. The guy's a superstar. Kudos to you, Henry. You're a star. But it's hard for you to do it by yourself, man. I'm pretty sure if you had other stars with you, the game will come to you easier and you will have better numbers and your team will have more success. But long story short, I'm going to give this to the Tennessee Titans because, like you said, Carson Wentz is worse than Chad Henne. I mean, then what's this guy's name? What's the quarterback in Tannehill? I call him Chad Henne. He's I'm sure of my age here, but that's who he reminds me of. Tannehill, you play like Chad Henne. Like, he's just safe. I mean, it's horrible, man. Poor Henry. Poor Henry. I wish he had a better quarterback.
Well, listen, Chris is also picking the Titans over the Commanders in this one. That's another clean sweep for the three of us. Next game, we got the Jags versus the Texans in Jacksonville. Texans are the Texans, and the Jags, they looked good the week before, but last week they were in a close game. They lost. I think I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year. Well, actually, you know, the Colts doing as bad as they are, they might make the playoffs. But I think next year is going to be the Jags year where they're coming out party. But I still pick them to beat the Texans in Jacksonville. What's the line on this game, D? And tell me who you got.
The Jags are favored by 7.5.
Yeah, of course.
I like Jacksonville. There's stars. They have stars everywhere there. Defense, offense. Trevor Lawrence is a star. I love him. He's budding. You know, last week was a tough game because they were winning, but they just didn't know how to deal with the diversity. When the other defense started switching things up, they got confused. But that happens when kids are young. Give him time to grow. He's going to lose some of these games. But I see the talent. And I think they're way better than the Texans. Like you said, the Texans are the Texans. So give me Jacksonville. That one's easy for me.
Yeah, that's another clean sweep for the three of us. Everybody's picking the Texans. I mean, the Jaguars over the Texans. Moving on to the 49ers and Panthers in Carolina. First, tell me the line on this game first before we get started.
San Francisco's favored by 6.5.
San Francisco's coming off a big win on Monday Night Football, beating the Rams. Jimmy Garoppolo's not looking good at quarterback. I'm going to say that first and foremost. But Deebo Samuels, their running game and their defense is enough to mask whatever.
My boy Kittles is back too.
And whatever deficiencies that Garoppolo has. The Panthers, one of the worst teams in the league. Baker Mayfield, he's not going to start the rest of the season. The same way Carson Wentz is looking this bad, Baker Mayfield's looking just as bad. I don't think the Carolina Panthers have a shot in hell of this game. McCaffrey's been shut down all season long, right? Has anyone heard? Is there put out an APB on McCaffrey because we haven't seen him.
McCaffrey. Has anyone seen McCaffrey?
Haven't seen him. Don't know where he's at. So yeah, 49ers taking this one, and I think this one is going to be a defensive mollywop, and I think that the San Francisco 49ers defense scored 2 touchdowns. Straight like that.
That defense looked badass.
Crazy.
Badass. I was watching that game again. The Rams got a good offense, and the way they were stopping them on the red zone every time.
And what do you think they're gonna do to Baker Mayfield and that BS fucking offensive line they got over
there? Things that I saw that the Rams could have capitalized. They just messed up on. There was guys open. There was certain things that they didn't play right. They should have ran the ball more. They just gave up on the run too fast. But their defense is sick. They got stars everywhere there. They're gonna get mollywopped. Give me San Francisco, please.
Yeah, another one. All three of us pick the 49ers. Shout out to Chris. He's got the Niners as well. This one. Eagles, Cardinals. In wherever the Cardinals play.
Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona.
What's the line on this?
The line on this one, sir, is Philadelphia's favored by 5 points.
They should be favored by more. I think the Eagles are going to win this game easily. I think the Cardinals aren't the team they once were. I think what's his name? Kyler Murray. I don't want to say the league has figured him out, but they've caught up to his little shenanigans, and the Cardinals don't look the same. They're still down DeAndre Hopkins, so I believe the Eagles take this one. Hurst is a beast. Okay, stop it. Miles Sanders and that offensive line, monstrous. And they still have not AJ Brown. Was it AJ Brown they signed?
Yes, it was.
AJ Brown and the Smith kid, forget about it. And Goddard in the middle, forget about it. Eagles taking this one. It's not even close.
Give me the Eagles too. This is easy. The Cardinals just have no defense. I think they had their worst defense in the NFL this year. So the worst defense in the NFL versus Jalen Hurts with that offense. This is easy. Give me the Eagles all day. I didn't have to talk about anything else.
Chris is being the contrarian with this one. He's picking the Cardinals over the Eagles.
Wow.
Shout out to Chris on that one. This game, Cowboys versus the Rams in LA. The Cowboys are 3-1, tied for second in the NFC East with the Giants. The Rams are coming off a demoralizing loss against the 49ers. They didn't look like the Super Bowl champions. Cooper Kupp seemed like he was the only one playing football on that squad, and their defense couldn't stop anyone. So now they go up against the Cowboys and their offense that's been rolling with Cooper Rush. I will be the first to tell you, I thought when they got him in quarterback that it was over. It was over. The Cowboys going to be last in the division, but Cooper Rush has held down the Cowboys, and they're going up against the Rams. Drippy, what is the line on this game?
They're favoring the Rams by 4.5.
All right, D, who you got?
It'll be the Rams. Rams are they're gonna whip their ass. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna come out mad. They're gonna throw the ball. They're gonna sack this guy. They're gonna put pressure. Dallas hasn't faced the defense this good yet. They're gonna this time, and they're gonna see it. Cooper Rush. This is gonna be Cooper Rush's biggest test. Let's see if he could pass this test. Then I'm gonna give him respect.
Okay, ready? Here it is. Chris also has the Rams winning this game. I'm picking the Cowboys. This is why. As a Giants fan, you know I always want to see the Cowboys suffer. I want a quarterback controversy. If Cooper Rush puts up 300 yards and 2 TDs and they beat the Rams, the defending Super Bowl champions, I don't care what you heard about Dak Prescott, they're not putting him in the next week. I don't care what you got told. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and this guy just beat the defending Super Bowl champions. Now we've got a quarterback controversy. Remember, Dak got his role because he went in after Tony Romo was hurt. Tony Romo got his job the same way. Tom Brady got his role the same way. Cooper Rush, I can't believe I'm saying this, could be on the way of legendary status.
Greatness.
If he beats the Rams, I don't see the Dallas Cowboys going back to Dak Prescott. They would be doing them a disservice because their running game, Pollard's doing the best he has.
CeeDee Lamb is looking like a superstar.
Ezekiel Elliott hasn't looked this good in God knows how long. The offensive line is balling. I want to see the controversy in Dallas. I'm picking the Cowboys to win this game. Sorry.
You take the controversy in Dallas, and you'd rather have these guys be in first place over us in the NFC East?
I still got the Eagles
let us be in first place.
Oh no, I've got the Giants and the Eagles winning, so they're not going to jump us yet. You know, we're still there. Anyways, moving along. Bengals, Ravens in Baltimore. Ravens coming off a tough loss to the Bills. Bengals finally getting another win. Joe Burrow looked like Joe Burrow again. Mixon got in the end zone one time. But it's against the Ravens. The Ravens defense has not been looking like the Ravens defense of old. D, what's the line on this game?
The Ravens are favored by 3.
Who you got?
Playing in MTM Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Who you got?
Oh, this one's the toughest match that I was looking at all day. This is the one that's hard for me to pick. I love both of these teams. This is one I'm watching. Sunday Night Football. I'm going to be glued to
I'm
the
watching
TV.
this one.
This
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
awesome. Thank you, NFL, for putting this on. That's first and foremost. Wow. Burrows versus Lamar Jackson is going to be dope, my brother. Dope. I don't know. Isn't this a playoff rematch too? Like, oh my God.
Best 2 teams in that division, if you ask me.
I don't know. I'm torn. I really am. Like, I'm torn. I'm torn here. But I'm gonna go with Baltimore because they're home. I'm gonna do it just because of that. It's a division game, and it's gonna be a turnover or something small. It's gonna be the deciding factor of this game. A missed field goal. It's gonna be something minute. I'm gonna almost guarantee that. Give me Baltimore. It's gonna be a close one though. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. I was gonna change my pick because you said that, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna pick the Ravens because I believe Lamar Jackson is angry coming off that close loss to the Bills. I think now that they took that loss to the Bills, people don't look at the Ravens the same, and I think the Ravens defense is going to prove a point. That Bengals offensive line is not good. They're going to come after them. They're going to come after Joe Burrow. They're going to come after Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow is going to have a long day. The Ravens are winning this one, and this is a clean sweep by the 3 of us because Chris is also picking the Ravens to win this game. And our final game of the week, Monday Night Football, Raiders versus Chiefs in Kansas City. Mahomes looking like ungodly, like the spin move off the one hand while getting tackled to the touchdown. Like I heard somebody say he plays football like a basketball player, and that is true. Not Joe Burrow. Patrick Mahomes is a different type of quarterback. He's going to be the best quarterback in the league for the next 10 years easily. But he's going against a Raiders team that won last week, and their car didn't look too bad. They finally got the running game going.
Casey's favored by 7. Casey's favored by 7.
Casey's favored over everybody.
They're playing at Arrowhead. What do you think Mahomes is going to do over there, boy?
I'm picking the Raiders.
What did I tell you about the brothers? Aaron Judge, Stephen Curry, and Patrick Mahomes. His brother just dropped 62 home runs. The other brother is about to start the season now. He's doing new trick shots. You saw that new trick shot Curry did? That was so dope. So now Mahomes did the trick move. Oh my God, I'm loving it. These light-skinned dudes are winning. The light skins are winning, bro. We need Chris here for this one. But man, give me Mahomes. I love Mahomes. You're the best quarterback we're gonna see ever, I think. Once it's all said and done.
I agree with you on that, but I'm taking the Raiders. I think this is the divisional game. We've talked about a lot of divisional games this week, and this is the one where it's going to come down to the wire. And I think the Raiders have the Chiefs. I don't say their number, but they know them very well. They play them close all the time. And now that the Raiders have Devontae Adams, I think that's going to be the oomph that they needed. The Raiders are going to take this one in the close one. I'm taking the Raiders.
Chiefs defense is pretty good, man. It's very underrated.
Sneaky good. I think
underrated, man.
They don't give the Chiefs enough credit on defense. I think they're sneaky good.
I think the Chiefs could win the Super Bowl this year. They got it all.
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. But Chris has also got the Chiefs in this one as well. So that's you and him going with the Chiefs, and I'm going with the Raiders. And that was our last game of the week. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and
Dripping Drown's coming back, boys. Get ready to get drippy.
Oh, and tomorrow the Dripper Drown comes back. Whole new situation. Gonna look brand new. Make sure you tuned in for that. We're gonna stream it. Maybe we stream it live, maybe we post it, but the Dripper Drown is on its way back. The people have been asking for it, and we're here to service the people. The Dripper Drown is on its way back this week, baby. You see that guy right there? He's the judge of the drip or drown. Yeah, tell him.
Baby. We got the gavel. Bang,
Bang.
bang, bang. Smash.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Like I said, make sure you subscribe. What are they supposed to do to that like button, D?
Smash.
There it goes. We'll see y'all next week at Stats, Sneakers, and Styles. Ladies and gentlemen, we out.
Peace.